Raise your hand if you've been to the Millionaire Mind Intensive. Okay, raise your hand if you haven't been there. Just a few of you. At the Millionaire Mind Intensive, one of the things we talked about was emotions and money, yes? And even though this is a primarily left-brainy type financial seminar, I wanted to add this in here because, you know, as pretty well, one of the things that Carol noticed yesterday, and I'm sure all you did too, to a letter, every single one of these people talked about that the essence of their success was their inner game, yes? How they thought, who they became, yes? So it's not just blowing smoke. And you know what? It's not going to be very long. And some of these guys, I don't know if you know, they're major financial hitters here. I mean, big time. You talk that we're in British Columbia, we're Rudy Nielsen. Everybody in the whole world of British Columbia land knows who Rudy Nielsen is. You want any land, you're going to talk to Rudy. That's it. He's got it all, right? There's Crown Land and then there's Rudy Land. That's it. Those two things. And there's a few players in between and that's all. And, you know, Vic Adair, Refco is the largest brokerage of its kind in all of Canada, yes? And but aren't you around the world too, or what? They're in 14 countries. They're massive. And Vic Adair is the head guy, basically spokesperson for all of it, yes? So these guys, when they say that, it's soon it's going to be throughout the consciousness of people that if you want to make money, you don't just go get a job or you don't just open a business. The first thing you do is get yourself together. You know, get your parts of your program, you know, who you are together, then go out there and whatever you do, you'll do well. Understand? So you know that now. You're on the right track here. We remember at MI we talked about that negative emotions are stuck energy. What are they, please? So they're weeds in the cells of our body and our mind. And as we also said, it's very, very important to clear. What's the word? Clear this negative energy, or else what happens? It suffocates. What to do? It suffocates our abilities to make intelligent decisions. Understand? So the negative emotions, because what happens, as just a reminder, is remember this flip chart over here where we have the opportunity. That's a great opportunity, right? Yes? Yes. Yeah, up until we get there. And then all of a sudden it moves, the opportunity is covered up by whatever negative energies we've got in ourselves, yes? So you've got a great opportunity, whatever these things are over here or whatever else you find, but you yourself bring the baggage to it. And now you can't make a clear decision. So you're looking at it and you're going, well, you know, it sounds good, but gee, I remember, you know, it wasn't that long ago I made this big mistake and, you know, this could be another one. I'm like, yes or no? Because we've all made them, right? So one of the things that we wanted that leads to negative emotions around money is the mistakes. The what? Mistakes. The mistakes that we've made in the past around money. And it's very, very important to identify these and bring them up, each one of them, to the surface. To the what? So that, again, they can be dislodged from our being, from the cells of memory. Got it? Because right now there's just stuck energy. And our job is to bring them up so they can be dislodged. Now raise your hand if you've ever made the slightest mistake in any way around money. Wow, you too. Because here's the thing, the reason I put this on, I think you know me well enough that, you know, I always come from my own experience, right? And up until very recently, there's a lot of stuff going on for me around investments. Because, you know, you want to learn, you make the mistake, you hope you learn from it, but then you seem to make other mistakes or the same mistakes, and pretty soon you start to second guess yourself, and you start to second guess everything out there, and you go, gee, maybe I shouldn't do anything, and you know what I'm saying? Anybody understand what I'm saying? And so it's very hard to take advantage of opportunities or not take advantage of them based on what we've done in the past, because we keep on bringing that file with us, right? What if it's the same? Maybe it's the same. It reminds me of when yes? So it doesn't, what we want to learn from our mistakes, but we don't want to have them dragging us down. We want to be able to go into every new situation as a new situation in the moment at the time with who we are today in our present situation, yes? And to do that, we're going to have to clear and dislodge some of these negative emotional cells around us, files around money and the mistakes that we've made in the past. So here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to close your eyes, please. And just relax and uncross your arms, uncross your legs. Just be open. And take a nice deep breath. And yes, you can let it out. Just clear your mind. And I want you to scan your past. May not be perfectly pretty, but at least it works. And I right now want you to consider all the mistakes you've ever made in the arena of money of any kind, including how you've handled money, how you've managed it, your income, how much or little you've earned at different times, how much attention you've put on learning about investing in money, the bad choices that you've made, around how you've spent it maybe, or even how you've saved it or not, and your investment mistakes, and your people mistakes. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes and write down as specific as possible all the mistakes involving money in any way, shape, or form you can remember ever making. And you will have to go deep for this. It doesn't matter when it was. It could be when you were 2 years old, 5 years old, when you had your piggy bank and you kind of just dumped it all out and spent it all one day on a lollipop, and then you wanted something really good and you couldn't get it anymore. So again, how you've handled money, how you've managed it or mismanaged it, how much you've earned or not, how much attention you've put on learning about investments or not, the poor choices you've made, how you've spent it or saved it, and the investment mistakes and the people mistakes you've made in the past. We'll give you just a few minutes to have a long list of all the mistakes. And go ahead and do that now, please. Okay, begin finishing up, please. Begin finishing up. Take a nice deep breath. How many of you didn't want to see all that stuff come up? Yeah, the better it come up than be sitting around lurking in the woods waiting for you, yes? All right, good stuff. Raise your hand if you now recognize how much buried energy there's been in there. Yeah. Who'd be willing to share with us basically what they wrote down for the mistakes that they've made before, so people can relate to this at all? Yes?
My name is Elaine. One thing I discovered is I trust too far. We have a sanctuary in our home, and we let people in that we don't know. And that's a good thing, because we can give love, and sometimes we can help people. But they sometimes take advantage of me, and I've done that a number of times, and they have. They've taken monetary advantage of us. And so that's not a good thing. But what I really learned is how you do anything is how you do everything. I started the 6-jar system right after I went to MMI. It was fabulous. Set it up on my computer. Man, oh man, I'm doing so good. But it's like a diet. I fall off. So I fell off the 6-jar system. Oh, I still have them there, but I'll just steal from this jar to put in that jar. You know, my money account is $25 a month. I bought 2 T-shirts this weekend. I've already spent more than my monthly money yesterday. So how I do anything is how I do everything. I am an excellent starter. I am a terrible finisher. That's my life.
Excellent. So that's something you've noticed, yes?
You bet.
And the first key is awareness, yes? So what are you going to focus on?
Finishing.
Right,
something.
You're a warrior, yes?
I am a warrior.
So you complete what you start. You
Yes.
don't come out the side, you come out the top, right?
Exactly.
Is that who's that? That's
My husband.
So you're her support system, right? So now she doesn't
Unfortunately-
have a choice. You're going to make commitments to him,
Yes.
and you're going to keep him, or there's going to be consequences.
Yes.
So you guys decide on the consequences and the rewards, both sides.
Okay.
Black or white. You're on the battlefield. You come back you're alive or dead. Okay?
Right.
You get this reward or you get that consequence. That'll help you.
Thank you.
Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, give a round of applause. Thank you. So, yeah, who'd be willing to share some of the mistakes they've made, read what they wrote and how it's made them feel? Yeah, this gentleman over there.
My name is Milt Milley, and I'm from Edmonton. And when I was in grade 10, actually I've got 2 stories that are interrelated. When I was in grade 10, I used to save those old $2 bills because I knew that they were going to switch to the coins. And I had 200 of them, and I thought, well, I'll take these to the bank, and I have to stop at school first, get through a couple of classes, and then I'll go to the bank. And of course, while I was in school, somebody stole my money. So what I learned from that was, don't save your money because someone's going to take it from you. So I never saved. In fact, when my paycheck comes in, it goes into a zero interest checking account, and I just pay out all my bills from month to month. So I thought, well, I'll get smart, and I'll buy stocks in the company I work for, EDS. So 20% of my money goes into that, and if you followed EDS stock, it went from $70 down to about $13. And of course, I'm going to buy and hold, right? So I thought, well, I'm doing right. I'm buying more stock. And I realized yesterday, well, that's a losing strategy. So all the things that I've done is don't save because I'm going to lose it. Buy and hold because that's safe. And that's a losing strategy.
Excellent. So you learned some stuff yesterday and here, yes?
Yeah, I'm stupid.
No, you learned, hold on.
But I'm getting smart.
Raise your hand if anybody here has ever, with one of the things you felt is you felt kind of stupid for making that mistake. So you made some errors and you felt stupid for them. Doesn't mean you are stupid, yes? You are your true self, your higher self. Your mind makes up things that sometimes don't work for us. And then we feel stupid. We feel the feeling of being stupid, yes? But we're not stupid. We might have made something, we've done something, and then we feel stupid. It's like, you do something and then you feel sad about it. Okay, you're not sad. You're not a sad person. You feel sad right now. You're not angry. You're not an angry person. You feel angry right now. It's a big difference, yes? It's okay to feel embarrassed. It's another name for stupid. Or feel like you did a dumb thing. But leave it at that. I did a dumb thing, okay? But it may not even be dumb. I just did something that didn't work, right? And that's the biggest thing. One of the things I want to say right now is that there's a few people talk to me about, you've got to, bounce back from failure. And, when you have a failure, you do this. And she was just saying over there how she didn't really, all of her mistakes were something that she learns from, and we'll talk about that in a second here. But let me just give you my own experience. When people say the word failure to me, I don't know what it is or why it is. I don't relate to it at all. The word kind of doesn't even resonate in my energy, I don't even understand the word. Say, well, what failures have you had? And, I think I go, it's hard for me to pick. If you say to me, well, what disappointments or say things that, you had expectations, they didn't go that way. Well, I've got plenty of those. But as far as mistakes, yeah, plenty of those. Failures, it's like, it doesn't even, register on the scale. There's no file for it. So some people look at things as, I'm stupid, or did something, or some people look at things that I'm a failure, or I failed at this. Wow. And I look at them like, all right, this didn't work as well as it could have. Let's do something else and try it a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's zero energy on it. And some people, their whole life is around it. Oh my God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. So I don't know if that assists you at all, but it's kind of like a misnomer, a failure. It's what is that? It's like, mistakes are there for us to learn. It's the way we do learn best. Most people don't, when they're, 6 months old, just stand up and start walking around. They stand up, they're wobbly, they fall, and they stand up, they're wobbly, they hold on, they fall. Oh, you're a failure. That's it, right? No, okay, so we try things that don't work, and we attempt other things. Some of them work, some of them don't. Vic had a great thing yesterday. What did he say? He knows 50% of his picks are going to lose. He sees one lose, guys, there's one of the 50% right there. I did 100 trades today, 50, that's one of the 50. Just chalk it up on the right-hand side. Left-hand side, yes? No biggie. Don't put a big thing around it. Some are going to make it, some are going to... It doesn't help you to kind of destroy yourself. I'm stupid. That doesn't help at all, right? I'm smart enough to recognize what I did. I'll do better next time, the best I can do. Yes? Yes. All right, give him a round of applause. Thank you. Okay. And now, take a nice deep breath and close your eyes one more time. Another deep breath, just relax. And actually, you're probably better off not having anything on your lap if at all possible. And put your hands facing up on your lap, please. Palms up. Eyes are closed. Just relax. Deep breath in. And just let it out. And I want you to picture yourself right now as if you were looking into the mirror and seeing yourself. Your bathroom mirror, your living room mirror, your bedroom mirror, whatever it is. And just look at yourself in this mirror. And get in touch with who you are. And recognize that it's time to forgive yourself and move on. You know, forgiveness is the magic key. For when you fully forgive yourself, you release yourself from the negative energy and the emotions around those deeds. Realizing that everyone only does the best they can at the time, and that if you could have done better at that point, you would have. Choose now to be lenient, to nurture yourself, and come from your highest and most loving and most accepting self, and forgive yourself for all your past errors. And tell yourself the following out loud, quietly but out loud. I know you did the best you could at the time. I want to hear you. I now totally forgive you. I now fully release you from the past. I love you unconditionally. You're my best friend. Keeping your eyes closed, take your arms and hug yourself. And take in a couple of nice deep breaths, and just accepting yourself for who you are, doing the best you can do. And knowing that all mistakes are a way of learning. Sometimes we have to learn more, sometimes less. We're never going to be perfect. It's okay. Eyes are closed. And now feel yourself releasing the anger, the guilt, the shame, the sadness, the fear, the emotions from the past, and the fear from the future. Releasing any of the errors, the emotions around those errors, and totally forgiving yourself. You now have an opportunity for a very fresh and new start. One coming from fresh eyes and a fresh mind and a fresh heart. Open to making excellent decisions around money. What kind of decisions? Excellent. Open your eyes, please. What new ways of thinking, being, and acting do you now commit to? I'm going to ask you to write down several actions or new ways of being that you now commit to offset some of the mistakes of the past and assist you in creating true financial freedom in the future. So again, you're going to write down several actions or new ways of being that you are willing to commit to offset some of the mistakes of your past and assist you in creating true financial freedom in the future. So actions you're going to be taking now. All right? 1, 2, 3 actions. Things you feel solid with. You're now coming from a new and different place. Yes? Okay. Actions and new ways of being to offset some of the mistakes of the past and assist you in creating true financial freedom in the future. You know what you need to do. Those mistakes were guidelines, not stop signs, just guidelines. And begin finishing up. You don't want to have too many because you want to make sure you're committed to doing the ones you're doing, yes? All right. I want to get a couple of shares from people as to what they are committing to doing. Turning over a new leaf here.
I'm Rob Kittle, Tall Pine. I will always see the universe as bountiful and thank the Lord for blessings that have been bestowed upon me in my life.
Some more about gratitude and appreciation for what you already have now. Great way. Okay, give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Hi, Jeff Briggs. I realized before I've had a business since I've been 15. All my businesses have been very successful. What I'm going to do now to change that.
Well, I'm sorry. Did I miss something here? You said all your businesses have been very successful.
Yes, every one of them.
And what you're going to do to change that?
I'm going to change that. I'm resetting my barometer to up. I don't have a barometer anymore. It's gone. I heard about barometers somewhere before here. I'm okay to be a success instead of successful. Focus on what needs to be done and not on what needs doing. Do it or forget it, and give thanks for your improvements.
Excellent. Good. Round of applause, please. Thank you.
I'm Eileen Layden. Take responsibility for my financial life. Learn as much as I can about finances. Actions based on knowledge.
Hold on. I just want you to start that again. Put the word I in front of every one of those, please.
I'm going to take
No,
responsibility.
I'm not going to. I take
responsibility for my financial life. I learn as much as I can about finances. I take action based on knowledge without emotion. I have forgiveness to myself for my past mistakes and for any future mistakes I make. And if I can do all that, I will be very positive and very happy.
Hold on. If you can do all that?
When I do all that,
No.
I'm very positive.
I choose to be.
I choose to be very positive and very happy.
Regardless of anything.
Regardless of anything.
Thank you. Give a round of applause. Okay. Excellent work. Good. So how do you feel? Good. How do you feel? I think it was a good idea to get all that stuff out of there. Get it out in the past. Finish that off. Yes? Yes, good stuff.